my German Shepherd Triton here, and we're gonna be showing you guys how to do a little bit of bite training. A lot of people don't think that their dogs are capable of learning how to bite, but if you guys have the right dog, you guys can definitely train your dog to bite. What you're gonna wanna look for is any type of territorial aggression or aggression towards others when they get near a vehicle, a home, a person. Those are kind of telltale signs that your dog might be able to learn to bite and learn to defend your house or yourself. Now this isn't a full training, but I'm just going to show you guys a few things that you guys can do. Normally you're going to want to do this with 2 people, but for this training purpose I only have myself right now, so I'm just going to show you guys some techniques and some things that you guys can work on with your dog in order to train them on how to bite and how to defend you. So without further ado, let's get to it. So I want to start this out by saying I am no means an expert in dog training. So you guys, if you guys have any tips for me or advice, definitely let me know in the comment section below. But we're going to go ahead and start this. I start this out with a regular toy, but you can go straight to a bite sleeve. I started this way because I think a dog that's not familiar with a bite sleeve, this might work a little better for them, a regular toy, and then you can kind of move in up to the bite sleeve. So obviously he's done this quite a bit before, so he knows what's up. But for a dog that's new to this, you're just going to tell them to sit. If they're very toy driven or interested in the toy, that's good. So I train him in German, so his bite command is Packen. He's not responding to that obviously because he knows this is not a high stress situation. But so how I'm going to start this is I'm basically going to tell him to sit. Come here, come here, Zets. So I'm going to tell him to sit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the toy in front of him because right now he knows he can't have it. But I'm going to put it in front of him and I'm going to tell him his bite command. And that way when I put him in front of it, he knows hearing that word, he is allowed to bite down on whatever's in front of him. So now I'll show you guys what that looks like. You ready? Live. Pocket. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And you're just going to let him have it. Let them run around with a little bit so they get acquainted with that reward system, that if they bite on that command, that they get the reward of the toy, or give them some affection or something like that. So to move up from this, what you're going to want to do is basically increase the distance between yourself and the dog, or the toy and the dog. Like I said, ideally you want 2 people for this, but in a situation where you can only train most of the time with 1 person, this is how I did it and it does work. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tell him to stay. Plots, Blythe. So I'm going to get him to lay down right there, and I'm going to back up. And now if you're just introducing a dog to this, you are going to want to take gradual steps, Blythe, in this backing up this distance here. But I'm just going to show you guys an example of what I mean. Since he's already ready for this, I'm going to go ahead and back up a little bit and show you guys. Blythe. Pocket. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Low sit. Low sit. Low sit. Plots. Glide. So that's what that looks like there when you move further and further up. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put on the bite sleeve, and we're going to kind of introduce you guys to that. So this is what a bite sleeve looks like. I'm not going to move it around much because I don't want to agitate Triton, but this is what it looks like. And just as a precaution, when you do this, you're going to want to stand with your arm out in front of you, live, like this, so that way they're not getting close to any other appendage and they're just biting down on the bite sleeve. So when you're first introducing a dog into the bite sleeve, you're going to want to kind of do the same thing you did with a toy. You're going to want to put it in front of them, put it close to them. If they're not interested, you can even play with it a little bit with them to kind of get them interested into the bite sleeve, so they know that they're supposed to bite it, they're supposed to you know, hold on to it, so that kind of thing. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with Triton right now. Live. Pocket. Oh, good boy. So that's what that looks like. And then again, you're just going to want to keep pacing back and keep it lengthening that distance between the dog and yourself in order to get him to kind of get used to running towards it and getting down that bite sleeve. So as you can see, it's really not as complex as you would think it would be. Training a dog, really anybody can do it. You just have to put in the time and the effort. It's not that hard, it's not that difficult. You just have to know how the dog thinks and be able to communicate with the dog in that way. So now, now that we've shown basically how to train him, I'm just going to show you guys a little bit of what he's capable of doing now that we've been working with him for several months. Well guys, hope y'all enjoyed it because that's it for today. Just a quick short video for y'all. I hope I could have inspired some of y'all to train your dog as a self-defense weapon. They honestly are fantastic companions, but they also make great self-defense tools for your home or for your person. Also, if you guys aren't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. My next video I'm putting out is actually going to be a magazine-fed pump-action crossbow, so I'm pretty excited about that one. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and also leave your comments and questions down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.